Hey guys, Illa here. In this video, we're going to be talking about Chinese New Year and how you can best prepare for Chinese New Year in 2021. Now, there are not many videos online talking about Chinese New Year and the massive effects and ramifications that Chinese New Year has on those who are shipping products directly out of China to consumer, otherwise known as drop shipping, okay? So if you are drop shipping, then you need to stay tuned and watch this video to the end because this is going to show you how you can successfully navigate Chinese New Year and make sure you come out of it the other side no worse off. So if you're shipping products direct to consumer from China, stay tuned. This video is going to be extremely important and it will help you successfully navigate the treacherous waters that is Chinese New Year. So let's get stuck into it right now. Okay, so what we're going to cover inside of this training is three things. Now, the first is what exactly is Chinese New Year and how does it work? The second is how Chinese New Year affects e-commerce, specifically the scope of drop shipping, and three is how you can best prepare for Chinese New Year in 2021. What is Chinese New Year and how does it work? Okay, so Chinese New Year is otherwise known as the Lunar New Year, which is a federal government sanctioned holiday or festival period that celebrates the beginning of a new year on the traditional lunar calendar. This year, 2021, the Chinese New Year runs between February 11th and February 17th. These dates change every single year, but these are the dates for 2021. Now, during this period, especially the first 3 days between the 11th and the 14th, nobody is working in China. Everything is closed. These people are celebrating this holiday. These people are with their loved ones, having a great time, okay? But everything is shut down. Warehouses, factories, everything is closed. Something else that's worth noting is during this period, there's something called the Great Migration, which is coined because there are so many workers in China that actually leave and migrate to different locations around the world or just around China to see their family during this period. Many of the effects that you're likely to see during Chinese New Year will actually be seen prior to the actual dates of this holiday because everybody's leaving early to go travel to spend this holiday period with their loved ones. How does Chinese New Year affect e-commerce and drop shipping? During this holiday period, like I just said, everything is closed. Factories are shut down and are not producing products. Warehouses are not shipping products. This means for you that you are not going to be able to source products and fulfill your orders as you normally would. Now note that even after Chinese New Year, there's going to be extended delays in your shipping times as manufacturers and warehouses are all working to fulfill the great backlog of orders, okay? Because there's going to be so many people who have taken on orders over this period and there's going to be a massive backlog. Now, for this reason, it's likely not only you're going to see delays prior because of the Great Migration, you're also going to see delays after Chinese New Year because of this backlog of orders. Okay, now part number 3 is how you can best prepare for Chinese New Year in 2021. Now, these are things that you can do to prepare right now. Don't wait, okay? Start preparing right now. Chinese New Year is not that far away. Okay, the first one is clearly display expected shipping times on your website. This is a bare minimum, okay? There is no upside to lying or trying to deceive your customers, okay? If you lie and do not show clearly the expected shipping times on your website, you're going to get customers who place orders. They're not going to get their orders on time. They're going to issue chargebacks. They're going to issue refunds. They're going to complain to them to their banks. The merchants may shut you down. Your Facebook feedback score might drop. Okay, it is not worth the risk. So as a bare minimum, please take my advice and clearly display your shipping times on your website. The second thing that you should be doing is you should be communicating with Chinese warehouses to understand shipping capabilities. Okay, so whether you're just using vendors on AliExpress or you have an agent or a warehouse that you're using, whatever you are doing, communicate with these people, find out what is the expected shipping times with their warehouses that they're using. From there, you can work that out and then list those times on your website. The third one is contacting multiple warehouses as backup fulfillment centers, okay? So if you're using a vendor on AliExpress or you have a warehouse that you're using in China, contact multiple vendors or get in touch with multiple warehouses that can ship your products. Most warehouses will only be operating at about a 20 to 30% rate of what they usually operate at. They're only operating at a fraction because they have such a backlog. A lot of workers aren't there, okay? If they're operating at a very small scale compared to what they usually operate at. That is why it's important to find different warehouses that you can fulfill your orders through. Because if you only have one and they're only operating at 20% of their normal capacity, okay, it's not good for you. Then you should have 2 or 3 that you're using to get your orders out the door. Now, number 4 is if you are selling at volume at scale and also you are only selling to the US, then I recommend shipping large bulk orders of inventory over to a 3PL such as ShipBob or similar in the United States. Take big volume of orders, ship it by sea and by air, get it to the US, and then you have a large amount of stock that you can then fulfill your orders through. I recommend putting enough orders in there that can last you from at least the start of February to at least the end of February. And whatever you're doing, your main goal here is to have enough stock and fulfillment resources available to last at least the entire month of February. You're going to see the effects of Chinese New Year before because of the Great Migration and after because of the backlog of orders, okay? So you want to have enough stock that can float you through that period. Please note, okay, if you are just testing products, if you're in the testing phase, you don't have really anything going just yet and you're selling at a low volume, 10, 20 orders per day, okay, don't worry about this too much. I do recommend at least listing your expected shipping times on your website, but outside of that, don't stress yourself too much. If you're running at a low scale, selling a few orders per day, it's not the biggest deal. In summary, Chinese New Year is between the 11th of February and the 17th of February, but you can expect to see the effects of this before and after these dates. Your goal and your responsibility as an e-commerce business owner should be to have enough inventory in stock and enough fulfillment resources in place to sustain sales. You need to act now. Chinese New Year is coming up fast, and if you leave this until the last few days right before Chinese New Year, you are going to be in trouble. Okay, your business is going to be in trouble. It's your responsibility to take action right now and get these things in place so you can sustain your business, sustain your fulfillment and your orders, and keep your customers happy throughout this holiday period. If you're operating at volume and you're just selling to the US, my best advice is to get a large volume of stock into the US, a 3PL such as ShipBob, and fulfill orders. You should get around still a 3 to 7 day shipping time, which is really good. But if you are selling outside of the US at volume, then you should want to scale back and considering just selling to the US, so then you can take stock, put it in the US. If you are just selling at testing volume or a very low volume, my best advice then is to scale your ads right back or turn them off entirely. I know that that sucks, especially if you're making sales, making profit. The last thing you probably want to do is turn your ads off, but take my advice, trust me, it's not worth the heartache, the headache, and the battles you're going to have to go through if you get a lot of chargebacks, a lot of refunds, a lot of disputes, your merchant accounts are at risk, your Facebook feedback score is at risk. It's not worth it, okay? Think about the long game, not the short game here. So that's it, guys. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. If you need any help at all building, growing, or scaling your online e-commerce business, simply click the link that's above or below this video. Come schedule a call with me. The link's www.elirichardsonmentoring.com. We can have a chat about your business and we can look at working together to help you move that business of yours forward. That's it from me, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Best luck this year. Bye.